Have you ever played Snakes and Ladders? A children's game, but also when we look at it connected with high performance, peak performance, we can look at it in a different way. So if we look at the snakes as taking you away from your goals, and the ladders are the steps towards your goals. So then looking at what is a snake in your life and what is a ladder are going to be really important to your success. So what are the snakes? What are the snakes in your life? What is taking you away from your goals? Let's look at things here. The biggest thing is going to be distractions. When you get distracted by outside things or when you self-distract, because it's just as easy to do that and to stop yourself doing the things that you have ready to do on your plate. Another thing can be boredom. You can just be bored with what's going on. And so then you don't get things done, you're not inspired. So then a time to look at your challenge to skills balance. Because if that's the snake, if boredom is the snake, then the step to get back onto that ladder is going, okay, I'm bored. How can I either make this more interesting or do something that's going to be more rewarding and is pushing my skills, is pushing that balance that I have by about 4% harder than I think I can roll. So that's the challenge skills balance, to really push that harder. Not having a defined plan is another big one for snakes. And that undefined plan is taking you away from your goals because you're wasting time. If you don't have a defined plan, you're not sure what to do, you are distracted again, and you're not sure where to start. You're not even sure what the end's going to be because you don't have a clear plan. So lack of clarity is another snake. But let's look at the ladders. Let's look at the positive side of things. Because the reason entrepreneurs will succeed is because they have a lot of these ladders in place and they stick to them. Having to start with your environment, so it's a really lovely place to work. You have got clean, clear from clutter environment. There's nothing too interesting going on around you. There's not interesting paintings to look at. There aren't lots of things on your desk. So make it really simple, clean and clear. And somewhere that you want to go to work. So if you're thinking, that feels really good, that space, I love it when I step into that space. I can remember a time when I bought a house and it was a really dull grey colour. And when I drive up to the house, it didn't make me feel good. It didn't lift me, right? It didn't inspire me. But when I painted it a lovely blue colour, much to the distress of my neighbours, I have to say at the time. And it lifted me up. It made me feel brighter and lighter when I drove up to my house. Same thing with the work environment. If it's light, if it's bright, if it's clean and it's clear, it's a joy to go into that workspace. So make it really nice and clean and clear. Then really understanding how to get into a flow state. When you understand how that works for you, making sure you've got those intrinsic motivators there, making sure you've got a plan. And once you go through that struggle, that you know that you get into that flow state and you can pull that to you just like that, that's another great step on your ladder. Become the best boss that you have ever had. Right? So if you're working for yourself, if you're the best boss, you know exactly what to do, when to do it, you get recognition when you've done it, and you can gamify it. You can set the levels and steps up. This is when I get to the next step of my ladder, when I've done such and such. And the reward I'm going to have for that is something. So you are your best boss. And it feels so good because it's taking you towards your goals and you're reaching them every single day, every single week. and every quarter, half, and full year. And then the last thing is do things that serve you automatically. So if you know that you've got an automation in place and something's happening over here while you're working over here, because this is happening automatically, that's another step towards your goals. So automate as many things as you can on those steps towards achieving what you want to achieve. So that's the game of snakes and ladders as far as getting to your peak performance and reaching those goals that you are looking for. There will be another video showing up on screen, so I'm going to see you over there. And in the meantime, have a most awesome day. Take care. Bye for now.